Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mirror Podcast. This week we're here to discuss something on finances, but in a minute, I will let Alvin introduce himself.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good middle. Kama West pali unasikiza si afternoon na si evening, si morning na si afternoon. How are you? I believe you're all doing great, and if you're not, man, you just have to push through. So, my name is Alvin Fadili, and welcome to the Mirror Podcast. Today, we are going to touch, like he said, a bit on finance, and the most important thing, at least from my perspective, financial independence. What is financial independence to you, Anthony?
It is a situation where you're not financially dependent on anyone. So basically the opposite of financial dependence. But to clarify further, it is a situation where you're able to cater and provide for your needs by yourself.
By yourself? Okay.
But I agree it's a term that gets thrown around a lot, and the meaning might change from person to person. So I'm actually waiting to hear what you think of it.
For me, I believe financial independence is the ability to make choices. See, so let me give an example, yeah? There are two types of people, yeah? There's a person who goes to a restaurant, looks at the menu, and they start from the right side. So they look at the price going back to what it is.
Okay.
So they look at, let's say, you go to whatever kind of restaurant, I won't name any, and tea, a cup of tea is going at 100 shillings. So you don't look at what it is. You start by checking out the price, then going back to what the item is. And then there's the other person who goes to a restaurant and picks whatever amount, like whatever is on the menu, whatever they'd like. So it'd be like, today I feel like eating, let's say, a hamburger with some fries, and then they pick, and then they wait for the bill to know the price. So that those are two kind of people, yeah? One of them is financially independent, and the other one is not. The one who looks at the amount first is living on a budget, living on a fixed budget, yeah? And for me, what I think financial independence is the ability to make a choice depending on what you want, not the means to get it. So, to clarify, to like just put it in a full statement, financial independence is the ability to have enough finances, whether assets or just cash, whether cash in bank or cash in hand, to be able to facilitate your own living, the living that you want. You're not chasing to get that living, you're already living in it. So the ability to just live comfortably, choosing what to do, where to be, and how to do it in terms of the ability to acquire.
Right. So depending on what you make.
Yeah.
So basically, financial independence is living closest to your means as possible.
Yes, and not living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah.
Right. So why is this important?
Well, let's start with personal reasons for me. I think financial independence is very important because it allows you to break from the societal norms that you have to be rich so that you can get what you want. I don't think so. For me, I think riches are measured differently, yeah, first of all. And you don't have to be Elon Musk, Bill Gates, or Jeff Bezos to get what you want. Because if you had to be them, why aren't they satisfied with what they have? Because, for example, there's one guy, I won't name who, kama mnamjua, you know him. He wants to go to Mars. Do you think this guy has all he wants?
No.
He's still chasing more.
Clearly, the earth is not sufficient.
Yeah, he's still chasing more. Like he's gotten everything on earth, and now he's just chasing more. So meaning, riches aren't that. It's not all that. And there are other people who are trying to sell you GMO cows.
It's crazy. This world of ours, yo.
GMO cows, ng'ombe. Next, GMO people. Hi. You'll be like, at next, is it still there? See,
It's happening because,
they're genetically modified human beings.
well, yeah.
You are made in labs. The next people, the next generation, you don't want to go through labor pains. You don't want to go through all that. Just take your blood with a bit of some specimen that will not mention,
Specimen. Crazy.
and you create a baby. But anyway, so why is it important? For me, I believe it gives you the free will to actually live your life the way you want it, to make the choices that are best conducive to you without having to compromise based on the freedom of your pocket.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's important for a few reasons. One is it gives you peace of mind.
Yeah.
Because as you said, when you break from social norms and like what society is thinking and you're thinking for yourself, all of a sudden, like most of the things you think you want, you realize, oh wait, like it's not a necessity. It's not a necessity for me to have the latest iPhone. It's not a necessity for me to have the latest car. It's not a necessity for me to have the latest clothes. Shout out to you people who do online impulse shopping. Y'all be crazy people. But it also offers you freedom and flexibility to do what you want, go where you want. Because like you're doing it on your own terms. You're doing it on means relative and capable to you. So it means that you're playing the game by your own rules. So winning is way, way easier. Because if you start saying, if I don't have a Mercedes G-Wagon, I'm not successful. Hey!
And it's no longer a competition. Like you're not chasing after the next guy.
It's like, hey, like if I'm measuring my success based off of someone else's success, one, the game is not of my own. I don't even know all the rules, and the possibility of me winning is close to impossible. So it doesn't make sense to put up your financial capabilities just for the sake of societal show.
And then it also gives you the opportunity to give back, yeah? So let me quote the church, yeah?
Hey.
So there's this thing called giving 10% of your income to the Lord. How many people give 10%? How many?
I know I am quite clearly not one of them, and I'm very proud of not being one of them.
Me atastoangi sadaka. Sadaka we.
What is that?
What? But anyway, that's not the point. So the 10%, which basically in terms of principle is about giving back to the community. Like we are a community. We are social creatures. Go back to that episode, by the way. Yeah. We are social creatures. So it's important to, we're not all at the same level, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
So it's very important to give back where you can. And it doesn't mean, you go flaunting the way you are rich and then you're throwing money at people's faces and like, I can buy you. I've seen people do that.
That's not the
insane.
point.
It's insane, yeah? The point is you're being kind enough to lend a hand to the people who deserve and need that hand, yeah? When you're financially... And let me tell you, a whole lot of people in this country, in this world of ours, are not financially independent. Actually, nearly everyone is not financially independent. The people who are financially independent are the people who go for vacation in January.
Man, smart people.
Those people who just wake up and they're like, hey, by the way, I want to have breakfast and I feel like having French toast and what. And they're like, wait, where does this originate from? Let's go there. Or like I want a bagel. You go to where they're made, like where they originate, so that you can, enjoy the world, travel everything, yeah? Those are the kind of people who are financially independent because you're not enclosed by a certain criteria or a certain budget. Let's use budget because we're talking about finance and stuff. Yeah, so you're not enclosed by a certain budget. This actually helps you live a better life. Like you become happier and you become free. Money makes you sad. Let me tell you.
How you choose to make to
People
use
say
that money.
people say money makes you happy. Money makes you sad. Because you see, the thing is, you'll get that money and you don't know how to use it. If I gave you 10 million today, do you know how to use 10 million effectively?
No, first thing, put it in the bank, go learn how to use it.
Don't put it in the bank.
Okay,
That's why
don't
you
put it in the bank.
that is the first thing you've done wrong. Because your account has never received such an amount.
So the government will be like,
not
hey,
even the
hey,
government, even the bank itself will be like, hey, Omera, where is this money coming from?
Where is 10 million?
Jadong, 10 million. Where's 10 million? But anyway.
Okay, but the idea is to store it somewhere
Yes.
and learn how to use it.
Learn how to use your money before you use it.
Yeah, because like ideally, if you gave me 10 million, the probability that I'd become seriously impulsive is very crazy.
Very high. Because you'll be like 10 million. And the thing is, your mind has never conceptualized 10 million. You only see it out there. Once it's on your table,
it's a whole different story.
You actually think you are untouchable. You think like you have all the money in the world. Actually, you really don't. You really do not.
They're printing this thing called money in terms of papers daily. Like the supply is limitless. So like no matter the amount of money you have, just be at peace with yourself and it'll be okay.
But the most important thing is learn how to handle your money. Yeah. So how to attain financial independence.
Yeah.
This is the most important part. At least for me, this is the part I am even currently struggling with. Yeah. How do you attain financial independence? Your parents don't have financial independence, by the way. Let me tell you. If your parent is still asking themselves, how am I going to pay the next rent if you're living in a rented area? If they're asking, how will I pay the next school fees? If they're asking, na by the way, ile chakula ya kesho itatoka wapi? In English, where will the next meal come from? If they're asking all those questions, they're not financially independent. And the thing is, we think financial independence means when you get a job or when you're living your life and you have your job, your ability to, get what you want or pay those bills in due time. But the thing is, human wants are insatiable.
Yeah.
So they'll always recur.
So even financial independence is it's not like a thing you learn and then that's it. Like it's a constantly evolving thing.
So the first way is improve your financial literacy. Learn how to manage your money. Learn how to handle your money. Because managing and handling are two different things. Managing means where do you put your money? How do you use it? Handling is on a day-to-day basis. Do you choose to eat out every single day? Yo, that sounds so... wow.
All of a sudden,
my mind has made such a very weird reference. Yeah. Do you choose to buy food outside each and every day and do that for a whole month because you have the money for it? Or do you choose to eat at home or make that food at home or find out a more workable way of getting your meals so that this money can be reduced on the terms of food and you put it somewhere else that will grow? So if you're living on a paycheck to paycheck, whatever, whether it's a wage, a salary, as long as you're waiting for the next paycheck, what if one day it never comes?
Yeah, and it doesn't apply to paychecks only. Maybe you're waiting for a specified amount of money from your parents.
That's a paycheck.
To you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you earn a living. So you're earning a living through your parent. That's your financer.
So that's my
your
paycheck
sponsor.
now.
Yes, that's your paycheck. Because you won't be able to continue if your mother or your father does not, or your guardian does not give you that what do we call
stipend.
it? Yes, stipend. So
shout out to my parents, by the way.
You are doing the most.
Yeah.
But learn how to be financially independent. I am talking to you, mother. But you're trying. Kudos. So the next thing is so how to learn financial literacy. I I feels very hypocritical to say this, but read financial books. I don't read books, man. Like, I struggle reading books. I have like 4 financial books that I have not read. I have them, I look at them, I'm like, God damn. But you see, the thing is, for me, I'm a hands-on guy, yeah? I like doing things as they are in the world, not as they were written. Because this guy wrote a book like 10 years ago.
It was relevant.
It was relevant then. It might be very relevant now, but a few things have changed. And I also want to change up a few things. So, listen to financial podcasts like this one. Yeah, so listen to the Mirror podcast. Talk to financial literate people. Like, not people who have done finance.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Financially literate people. Yeah.
Read
And other things.
Yeah, just read about things, budgeting,
Yeah.
investing, saving, all those things. It's a whole lot of things that once you know, make you better. The next thing would be to live below your means, as we said earlier. It's not a competition with nobody for lifestyles, guys. Just live on your means and be happy, because you'll compare yourselves to what avail. Like,
But what does living below your means mean?
live relative to what you have. Live in a way that you're not stretching out your pocket just for the sake of someone that's not you.
Yeah.
Unaona, once in a while, if you decide to take yourself out and, buy yourself like a drink here or there, yeah, ni sawa, because most likely you're rewarding yourself.
Yeah.
But don't do it in excess, June. Now that's a whole different story.
For example, if you have a partner and they keep on asking for money every single week,
Send me 2K urgently.
ati money for nails. Nails kila wiki bwana. Hey, Omera, why?
Ladies, it's about to get hot in here.
No. Do your nails. It's fine. Yeah.
But at your own means.
No, kama we ni gentleman, bana tengeneza mpo wako nails. Kama unaweza. But the thing is, this is where society has made us seem like it's our requirement.
It's an obligation.
Buddha is not a requirement. Wanulizaa huo mtu. Ulimzaa?
Sorry, yo,
I shall not say in English. This is for Swahili speakers only. Wesi baba yake bwana.
It's true.
But the thing is, you have an option between stretching yourself for this moment, yeah, to make her happy now. Lakini inaweza kuwa hata amfikiri long term. Why am I even assuming? So let's say you're thinking long term for yourself, not for both of you, because a lot of people here that just keeping each other warm because it's raining.
It's tough outside though.
Yeah.
Baridi ni mingi.
Bana, keep yourself warm. I'm not saying don't. Keep yourself warm. By the way, hata kama unataka mbili, chukua blanketi. Hakuna mtu anakuzuia kutumia blanketi.
Kama unataka watu wawili.
Mimi nimetumia blanketi. Wewe reference yako ni shida yako. Kama utumii blanketi,
hiyo ni mambo yako.
Hiyo pia is you. So, long term for yourself. There is something I read sadly.
Sadly?
Because I'm not feel kama mimi ni hypocrite sahi.
Itakuja tu.
I read that there are some times where you need to sacrifice the now for the greater future. So, let's say now example, let's use you have a lovely lady in your life and you want to take care of her, but you don't have the means or the capacity to take care of her right now. So you sacrifice the desire of right now to take care of her, buy her nails, or make her feel all cute and nice and everything. Make her send photos on Snapchat, Instagram to all her friends to show them the way, oh, my boyfriend this, my boyfriend that. It's fine. But boyfriend here now, husband,
husband, different story.
Husband is different thing.
Story.
So if it's the here and now, spoil them, yeah? It's just spoil.
If you are able.
Spoil your money if you're able. But if you're thinking long term, reduce the expenditure right now. So instead of paying full amount for the nails, bwana akona mzazi.
Kuna mtu kidogo mdomo inaanguka at this point. They're just wondering, what is this man saying?
They have parents, okay? So you meet them halfway, yeah?
You activate your card, watu wanakuanga wakali.
Bana. Nashanga, why? What's
I'm
up?
like, hey.
But anyway, you meet them halfway, because you have to think about your future as well. If you want a future with this partner of yours,
You have to think about you.
their future as well. So do you want them to just enjoy the happiness of now and suffer later? Because sadly, like I have seen out here, a whole lot of marriages are happening like that. And like, oh, by the way, when we were dating, my boyfriend was so nice. He used to buy me this, buy me that, buy me, right now, we just sit in the house. Yeah. Because he used all that money he had. The money he was supposed to invest, he used all of it.
Sasa
Why you
mmekaa tu
shocked?
kwa nyumba. Why you shocked?
Why you shocked? Hata mayai hawezi nunua.
Amekaa tu mkonja.
Bana, nasema guy, mayai inatoka wapi? Because now he's living paycheck to paycheck. Because now he has actual bills. There's lighting, there's water, rent, all those things. So, like I said,
Mpeleke our brothers huku nje pole pole, guys.
Bana,
Please.
now, going back to the next thing, because now we have to show you, if you're not spoiling her at 100%, spoil her at 50%. Haiwezi kufa.
Hata 20 ni sawa.
Whichever.
Hata leave.
Whichever. I think 75% for me is fine. Then, you have to save and invest. Saving and investing, you can do. There are so many platforms to save and invest. And there's a difference between saving and investing. So saving is just putting your money somewhere it sits. You usually just look at it.
Kujinyima, unaweka pesa mahali alafu unajifanya hauna.
Bana. Unajiambia by the hata niko broke. So, ukiweka pesa kwa mshwari, you are saving. You're not doing anything with that money. Hata uweke kwa locked saving ya mshwari, you are still saving. That money is not growing. And I know there's an aspect of loans and savings for mshwari, the locked savings that allows you to earn like a 0.0 something % of your money. That's not investing. Investing is putting your money somewhere where your money just grows on its own. And this, I'm not talking to the guys alone. Ladies, we know you have money. We know.
Ladies.
We know you have money.
When the bill appears, hapo ndo ladies wanajifanyanga there's no money.
We know you have
hapo
money.
ndo ladies just the money has disappeared. Save and invest, guys. Read books kidogo kidogo hapa na pale. Improve your financial literacy and all will be well. Don't worry.
Nilikuwa nawaambia nini kuhusu places to invest.
There are
many places. There is NSE, Nairobi Stock Exchange. That is the highest contributor of investing and savings in this country of ours. Yeah, that's a very important part. That people invest there. And the thing is, this is something that is very available to you. You don't need to have any kind of you need to have some knowledge, and you can learn through YouTube. You can learn through even ChatGPT can teach you these things, by the way. But yeah, there is also other stocks that are not the Nairobi Stock Exchange. There's also bonds that are government and also non-government. There are also estates, like properties, anything that is an estate. If you want to know what an estate is, Google. Na see estate. Naona kuna difference in intonation.
Pronunciation.
Yeah. And also, there was something else I was going to say. Hiki tunafanya inaitwa
Crypto.
Bas. Yes, cryptocurrency.
Alafu kuna our brothers of forex trading.
Yeah, pia forex traders.
But anyways, let's come back. Aunties, you reboot. Right, so we're talking about forex traders. Our brothers in forex
Guy, na ule msa alienda wapi?
trading.
Kenyan Prince.
Niko noma sai.
Alimpeleka wapi after gari zake mbili sijui.
Walifungua tu DCI, walifungua tu hivi file. Yo.
Naweza kuwa nakula pali cabbage imekatwa na panga.
Ai, muhimu. But there's something that I think I should tell you guys about the people who like flaunting money, calling themselves forex traders. So trading companies have this thing where you become a marketer for them. So they give you a link, and then your work is to promote their company through your link, and then they pay you. So most people who are out here claiming to be forex traders, they're instead people who market forex trading companies and get paid for it. That's why they have the amount of money that they flaunt.
Yes, basi they're being paid a lot of money.
Sindio, because the point is they flaunt to gain influence to make you. Once you join the company, then they're paid.
Forex trading companies, I would like to offer my services. Thank you. Sincerely.
Insert CV.
I will insert exactly. Hata umejuaje?
Mbio.
Nilikuwa niweke CV hapa link.
So cause if you look at like the market itself, it's actually really hard to make money. You don't just wake up and make money just like that. It's not a one-stop shop like people make it seem. Because people make it seem like you can start trading Forex today and then all of a sudden in 1 week you're a millionaire like that. Nothing worthwhile happens that quickly. Even if you are into Forex trading, I know you've heard it's a scam. I know you've had all manner of things. If that's what you want to try, learn that it will not happen as soon as you think it will. And that brings us to the next thing, which is eliminating debt. Mm-hmm. So guys, first things first, don't go into debt flaunting a fake lifestyle. Tuanzie hapo. Some people out here have financed lifestyles. Wewe usianze kununua expensive cars yenye ukienda garage mechanic anakuambia iko na hizi mashida, unamwambia boss.
Ama unaenda kwa banki yako unawaambia can I take up a loan, and then you take up a loan to go finance your vehicle.
Guys, just use matatu boda like everyone else. You won't die by the way. Like it's never that serious. Once you have enough money to buy your vehicle and maintain it, you will know. Don't all of a sudden you're 20 years and then you want to buy GLE just to scare us on the road.
We are not scared.
Utakufa mapema. We know where it's going. Mm-hmm. So learn to not accumulate debt a lot. Learn to be free of debt. So whether you have student loans, whether you have bank loans, learn to pay off your debts so that you can live a free life, so that you can have the peace of mind that we were talking about earlier, so that your life can flow, so that you stop just existing, you at least have money to do things. Umesikia he mentioned holidays and all that, and someone can just wake up and go on a holiday. If you have debt, hakuna holiday.
Hakuna, no.
You are going nowhere.
Holiday where?
You are going nowhere.
Hey.
Your whole life is a trap because of the debt you're in. Na ukikaa vibaya, bank wamechukua nyumba, wamechukua gari, wewe uko nje.
There's another company called, it's not a company really, but a group of people. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm calling them a company, yeah? Called Loan Sharks. Mm-hmm. Please, if you think you have the need for very fast and easy money, go to Loan Sharks. Mm-hmm. But remember, there is something called interest rates
that you may or may not consider.
Interest rates made by Loan Sharks are ridiculous. You will get a 25% interest rate per week. I would like you to do some little mathematics.
The money you want?
Let us do some little mathematics, yeah?
Tufungue calculator.
So, let's say you need 10,000 real quick, yeah?
10,000.
And you don't want to go to a bank. You don't, because when you go to a bank, they're going to be like, oh, give us insurance, give us
provide these details.
Yeah, everything. And you don't want that. So you have 10,000, you need 10,000, yeah? And then you hear about someone who's giving loans very quick, the only thing they need is a security that is valued to the same amount. So you give them something like I don't know, maybe you have something in your house that is worth 10,000 or slightly more.
To say you insure it with your car or something.
Yeah,
like that.
10,000.
I'm abroad. Easy.
Okay, to say that amount. Yeah. So you have, let's work with 10,000, yeah? 25% of 10,000 is?
2,500.
2,500.
That's a quarter of the money you borrowed.
Yeah. So that's per week. So let's say you want 10,000 and you want to return it in a month's time. In that month's time, how much money would you be taking back?
Twice the money you borrowed.
Yeah. Because you wanted quick money. And then the dumb thing is, these people do not care whether you are a human being or not.
Wow, ikifika masani ya kulipa, let's go.
On that day, they are either sending you messages, calling, or at your door. And the landlord that mneza negotiate. No. There is, you pay or we take. And the other thing is, after the day of payment, the interest rate increases depending on the amount the loan shark wants. But most of the time, it's usually double or triple. So, let's say you didn't get the money on day 30. You get it on day 32. On day 32, let's say they have increased the interest rate by twice the amount. So it's 50% of the amount needed.
So you were initially to pay 20,000.
Yeah.
But now there's a 50%
50%
increase.
of 20,000 within one day. So by day 32, you're paying 30,000.
Umezubaa tu hivi.
Just because you're like, I just need 10,000 real quick. So this is where you need to really, really, really be very careful when seeking really fast loans. Loan sharks, don't trust loan sharks. They lie to you.
Yeah, and evaluate. Like, do you really need this money? Like, think past needing the money. You're like, okay, I want 10,000. What do I want it for? Maybe I want to go with my girlfriend out to somewhere in Nakuru. We go for a holiday. If you don't go for this holiday, will you die? No, you will not. Can you make this money on a long enough time horizon that you will comfortably be able to go? You can. So does this urgency really matter? No, it doesn't. So that is what you call being a financially literate or financially learned. You see that this thing is not a do or die problem, and it can be worked on a long enough time horizon. So you take your time to do it.
Exactly.
Fast solutions have fast problems, and then all of a sudden we're out here with you. You're telling us you don't have home to go. You want us to remain in the club till 4 a.m. I'm like, boss, I have work to do tomorrow. This can't happen. We leave you there. Another way to not get here is to diversify your income. Stream, or to create multiple income streams, which will allow you to, at least have a backup even like when things go south.
And how do you do that?
It depends. You can diversify your skill set, which is a very good way of doing it, because then it is reliant on you. So if this happens, you can apply to this. Let's say the company you're working for, company A, has challenges. So you applied to company B based off of another skill set that you have. So maybe let's say you're a video editor and then you learned graphic design. So video editing could be the main source of your income stream. And then on the side, you do gigs for graphic design. So that way, you've diversified your income stream. So that if in whatever case or whatever emergency that happens to your main income stream, at least you have some leverage to continue living, and you won't be unable to pay for your basic needs like your house, your food, and all that. It's also important to improve on your skills. Invest in you. In as much as there's the S&P 500, a famous podcaster that I listen to talks about the SME 500, which is it's a concept of investing in you. So in the S&P 500, there's a thing where you calculate, if I put in this amount of money, after this amount of years, it will produce this. So you should do the same for you. You invest in yourself. You're like, if I learn this skill and I use it to leverage a certain amount of resources, it will bring me this result. So let's say you learn graphic design, and then you go and apply for jobs and you get jobs. Maybe you're even a student. Now you have money to cater for your secondary needs. Now,
exactly.
Yeah, now when you want to go out, at least you have some money to work with. You don't need to be dependent on the money your parents sent you. So you can pull some from there and some from here, and then now you have at least leverage. So that if it comes up all of a sudden, you are okay. Let's also talk about emergencies. It's important to have an emergency fund. Very, very important. Because in this life, the script is not at
that
black
linear.
and white. You can wake up tomorrow and then all of a sudden the company you are working for no longer exists.
Wow.
Then
you're just there left and you're like, hey, Omera, what do I do?
What?
So, actually on that, the interesting thing about having an emergency fund is that you will eat from it. A lot of people do that. You wanashanga bana.
You're saving for yourself,
what
like
do you
you're
mean
eating from yourself.
What do you mean you're eating from your emergency fund? You're like, the next paycheck ikuja, ntaongeza. Hey, my friend, the point of an emergency fund. So, this is something I learned from someone, yeah? This is a guy who who's worked for how many years?
Multiple years.
Many, like 3 times my age, man. Wewe is an old guy, and he's still working, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now he's working for leisure.
He's working as a by the way, just to not sleep the whole day.
Bana hatai kubweka kwa nyumba, and he loves his job. So this guy, what he does is wakes up and like, na leo sasa naenda kusikiza clients wagani. Like he actually picks he wants to listen to and who doesn't. And there's no amount of money that will sway him. Like no amount. This human being is very interesting. He's actually stupidly rich. Like
Makes sense. Makes sense.
like stupid. Like it is dumb. The amount of money he has is dumb because he's invested in at least 3/4 of Africa. Like he has assets in at least 3/4
So
of
he's
Africa.
diversified his investment portfolio to the point it's 3/4 of Africa.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
This is a white guy, I shall add. This is a white guy who lives in Canada. This guy has no assets whatsoever in his home country. No assets whatsoever in Europe or any other continent that is not Africa. This guy has one principle. I invest where everything comes from.
So he's investing the source of everything.
Yeah. Because he actually, when he was younger, his dad, he was a big guy. Was a big guy in the tech industry. Yeah? And every single time he had a problem, he used to run to Africa. Every single time.
Africans, you're blessed, by the way.
Every single time he had a problem.
You're outsourcing most of the world's most important things. So let nobody lie to you that you're not important.
And he would run to countries and be like, yo, by the way, I have this need. How can we manage? And a lot of countries gave him leeway to do a lot of things. He took a lot of resources, natural resources from our motherland to build his business. And this guy, Konda says, is very old. So you would see, like, the father was working when, like, 90% of Africa was really still under the colonial rule. And he did a lot of shenanigans here and there. But this guy that was telling me that he only does work when he wants to, when he feels like it, is because he's invested in things that will just keep on giving money. Like,
So basically, it's like he makes money when he's sleeping.
yeah, like every single coin he puts in, every single coin triples every single minute.
So this guy could literally, like, no wonder he has the ability to choose who he wants to see.
The thing is, he disowned his father in, I don't know, maybe in the 90s or sometime. And the father told him, if you disown me, I'm not giving you anything. This guy literally said, okay, fine, I have a job. I'll work on my job. He did his job for at least, I think, 20 something years. Or like, I don't know, some many years, yeah? And then, by the time he was resigning, he had generated a emergency fund or like a savings account, because it was both savings and emergency fund that was worth $2.4 billion.
One human being.
Yeah, $2.4 billion. 2.4. Umeona hiyo pesa ndio inafanana.
Ukianza kuandika hizo zeros.
Hizo zeros. Unaona pale.
Yo.
Emergency fund. Savings and emergency fund. We're not talking about investing. We're not talking about any other place.
Cash at hand,
no.
savings and
not
emergency
cash in bank.
fund.
No, just savings and emergency fund. He used all that money to create a non-profit organization that literally funds a lot of organizations in Africa. I shall not name his name. I will not even give any information because mi sitaki mnifuate by the way na anaweza kuja kunitafuta
Because why you saying my things? Why?
But anyway, his emergency fund literally, like when he got to 2.4, he didn't even realize. Like he was just one day he was what do these people call it? I don't know, but tax returns of some kind. Declaration of wealth.
Yo, the amount of tax that guy pays.
Declaration of wealth. He was declaring his wealth, yeah? And then he realized, hey, wait, where? Hii yote ni yangu. It's in my bank. This is my money.
This Sam
And
me. Same what's up.
He finished declaring because I don't know what he was doing, but there was something he was doing that needed him to declare his wealth. He went back to his office and wrote a resignation letter and put it in the boss's office, and it was like, I think this is my last day of work. And like it's a 30-day notice, and like, yeah, I know this is still my last day. Because he was like, I've worked so long. I have everything I need. Why do I need this guy? And from that, he actually now is fucking rich. Like,
Rich beyond comprehension.
yo. And the thing is, he still has an emergency fund.
And he's that rich.
He has assets and wealth that is
Beyond imagination.
like, these are one of the people when we were told, oh, you know, there are people who are out there who can just buy Africa. This is one of those guys.
Just
one of them.
sitting with Africa's value in his pocket somewhere. It's like,
So question is, why does such a guy need an emergency fund? Because either way, all those assets can burn one day.
Yeah.
All those, like, even if you tell yourself you have all the wealth in the world, one day it can come crumbling down.
Zero.
So you always need an exit strategy, quote unquote. So having a savings account that is put aside as your emergency account or emergency fund is very important. And the thing is, you don't need 10 million to start doing it. You start, so let's say you have set yourself a budget for 700, 10,000, whatever amount of money you say you're going to use in a week. And then at the end of the week, you realize, oh shit, I actually didn't use all that money. That money that is left, put it there.
Bio.
Haraka.
Because one thing I'll tell you guys is, if you don't know where to put your money, people will know where they want you to put it. All of a sudden, people are marketing things to you, and then you make impulse purchases. Guys, impulse purchases are bad. Anyways, something also important to note is budgeting. Budget to track your expenses, budget to know where your money goes, budget to figure out what you need to live on like minimal basis. Just what you need to survive. And then the rest is you can put it somewhere in your emergency fund or in your savings. And then when there is need to spend it, now you can come and spend it. Also, as he earlier said, plan for the future. Look ahead. Don't just be thinking short term and spending all the money. Even if you have a partner, tell them, it is like this, man. Me, if I give you this money now, next week we might be hungry. You see, just tell them reality on the ground. It might not be the prettiest thing to tell them, but tell them regardless. Because if you don't, next week you'll be hungry.
Exactly.
And you didn't tell them and you're still at the same point. So learn to plan for the future and learn to invest in yourself. Invest in learning these things. Just take time. There are things that are more important in life on a long enough basis than what you're doing right now. So just take some time off, learn a few ways to become financially independent. And it's for your own betterment, to be honest.
Yes.
You'll be better at the end of it all. There was a point where Trump was walking on the street and he was saying that the guys who live in the street live a way better life than him, because he was $9 trillion in debt. So you, like a child who's born had more money than him at the time.
Yeah.
So it's also not going to be a one-day thing. It's financial independence is not attained at tomorrow. Now I'm financially independent. Gradually. Like the way you said, this guy of 2.4 billion. So it comes along, but it's a habits thing. you telling yourself, okay, I have this much money, I need this much to live, this much let's save for later, this much emergency fund, this much savings. Give some for your enjoyment, because also your enjoyment is important. No one said don't enjoy yourself. Unaweza fika mita udedi, to be honest. Ni ukweli. You can overwork yourself and then you reach the money you want, and then all of a sudden you are gone, and then now the people you left here just squander that money. So even you give to yourself and all will be well from me.
And then one thing I've remembered, taking up loans. Don't take up, okay, this depends on what kind of a loan it is and why you're taking up the loan. If you need that extra 1.2 million so that you're able to finish your house, if it's that need, if you just need it as much as it is, take it. But take it with a payment plan of your own. Because the bank will give you a payment plan. They will.
Ukikaka hivi, they are planning for your money.
They'll give you a payment plan and they'll take a security. So, if you want to take up a loan and you have to take up a loan that is a loan that won't give back itself. So, what I mean by a loan that won't give back itself is that you're taking up a loan to, let's say, build a house, buy a car, I don't know, furnish whatever, things that won't invest them in themselves. If you take up a loan to start a business, that's very conducive, because your business will start running and that business will pay the loan on its own. Like it will pay back. Because the thing is, you have a salary, yes? Or you have this, now this is like futuristic if you're not employed now. You have a salary, yes? You have a way that you're getting that money. If that money at the moment cannot give you what you're looking for, so that you need a loan, remember, tomorrow, it's still not going to pay that loan.
Think about how you're going to pay it. Don't think about how you want the money. Also remember, this money needs to be paid for.
Exactly. And remember, the faster you finish paying that loan, the better for you. Because now, if you're paying the loan using your salary, it means for a period of time, that salary will be cut, let's say 15%. Each and every month until you finish paying the loan. For that period of time, you'll be 15% less of the money you had initially. And there's no way you can avoid that unless you have another source of income. So that's why we're going back to that other point of having different sources of income. And the best way, other than having a wide range of skills that can give you a wide range of sources of employment, is you have investments that pay very fast or very frequent. Let's say you invest in estates. You buy a 3-bedroom. You rent it out. That's a source of income. And the thing is, you don't need to furnish the place. You just need to buy it.
And maintain it.
Maintain it. See, you're leasing it out.
Yeah, but at the end of it...
The place you live right now, if anything breaks, who pays?
Me.
Exactly. So maintenance is done by you. The only time that I'm going to maintain it is if you leave.
Yeah.
And if you leave, if you have broken anything inside there, there's something called deposit. So most people take away the deposit, and others actually ask you to just pay, and then they can give you back your deposit.
Or just like repair.
Yeah, so just repair. So maintaining is actually very convenient and very conducive, because especially for like households and places where people live, they maintain themselves.
Yeah, because you don't want to live in a bad place, to be honest.
Mm.
You're not going breaking everything in your house. So.
Exactly. So
Makes
that's
sense.
a source of income. Another one that I can think of top of my head is, this is when you have enough money. Now don't do this early, yeah? You can invest in circles.
Mm.
Like circles, like different circles, different kinds. Or what are the other? There are circles and what? There's something else I've forgotten.
Machama and those things.
Okay, hizo chama saa zingine ni knock off.
Ni mchezo hivi.
Hiyo inakwanga ni kama ni multibet. Unaangusha ile siku itakufikia. But anyway,
wakigeuza system huko mbele yo.
But circles also pay really well, depending on the kind of circle. So going back to financial literacy, learn, read, and grow your knowledge in terms of what to do, what not to do, how to do it, and how to improve your disposable income.
Right.
Yes.
So just to close off, financial independence is something that can be attained by anyone. It's a step-by-step process. It's not at one big thing. You just have to be curious enough to learn and courageous enough to apply what you've learned. And then from there, it grows gradually. Learn about compounding interest, learn about taxes, learn about all those things that are in the middle of financial independence. And honestly, like, all these things are to your benefit, because ignoring them and they're there is not a smart thing to do. So take note of what you need to learn. Just be curious. Find out, how do taxes work? How does money work? How do these things work? And just, once you find out what goes on, at least position yourself in a way that you're benefiting from what is currently there in society. Because things like taxes exist. So the best thing to do for you is to learn to live with them, to learn how to don't do tax avoidance. Where you?
Hey. If they catch you, you are going.
If they catch you, is story ni
different.
Miaka kadhaa. But yeah, that's about it from me. Just learn financial independence. It's a way of investing yourself and even taking care of yourself, because you're taking care of yourself financially. So it's an investment in you. And